Hey viewers, in this video I'm going to show you how to change spark plugs on an '08 Lancer. I'm going to be putting these iridium spark plugs in it. You can find these at any automotive parts store. Let's get started. Alright, these are the tools you're going to need to complete this job. A 3/8 drive ratchet, a 3/8 drive 6-inch extension, a 10mm socket, long one preferably. Of course, your 5/8 spark plug socket. And of course, your new spark plugs. So looking at this motor, this is a Mitsubishi 2-liter 4-cylinder engine. A very common motor that they use in pretty much all of their front-wheel drive vehicles. You're going to want to take your 10mm socket. You got 3 bolts on the top that need to be removed. This is basically your coil pack cover. Once the coil pack cover is removed, you have full access to your spark plug coil packs. They're also attached with 10mm bolts. And that's what your typical coil pack would look like, about 5.5 to 6 inches. Now that the coil pack's removed, let's get started on the spark plugs. Alright, so now that you've removed your coil packs, before we get to removing one of the spark plugs, I want to let you guys know that in some cases you may not be able to pull the coil pack all the way out of the hole, and that's because the wiring harness is still attached. The easiest way to remove this wiring harness, you just push down on the clip and pull the wiring harness out. They come out fairly easy, shouldn't have a problem, and this would help you fully remove the coil pack in tight situations. Now we can go ahead and take out the spark plug. Always remember that counterclockwise is to loosen something off, and clockwise is to tighten things down. So there's one of the old spark plugs right there. And this is what we're going to be replacing it with. Alright, so now that I've went ahead and changed all the spark plugs, I started to put the coils back where they belong, leaving one so I can show you guys. So what you want to do is you want to put it back in the spark plug hole. Make sure it fits really nice and snug. You grab your 10mm bolt, you line up the bolt hole with the little hole on the coil pack. Start fastening it down. You grab your 10mm socket and your 3/8 drive ratchet. And just with a little bit of pressure, because it is a small bolt and it is aluminum, You don't want to strip those threads. And then you just connect your wiring harness back in. Slide it in until you hear it clip. You grab your coil pack cover. You line up the 3 holes to the holes on the cover. You grab your 3 10mm short bolts. Once the bolts are in position by hand, then you know you're okay to use your 10mm socket, 3/8 drive ratchet, and fasten them down. Also remember to do just light pressure on these because they are small and this is just a plastic cover. You don't want to crack it. And you're done. Alright, so that concludes the video on how to change spark plugs in your 2-liter 4-cylinder Mitsubishi motor. Hope this video helped you guys out. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe.